Virtual greetings, everyone, most especially to the team of facilitators of this webinar on teaching grammar communicatively in the Philippines, the English teachers and school heads who attended the 5-day Region 7 webinar last July 25 to 30, 2021. Of course, this team of facilitators is under the care, guidance, and leadership of our education program supervisor in English, Sir Pablito Villalon. Our dear participants, Education Secretary Leonor Magtoles Briones underscored that education is a shared responsibility, calling for the involvement of all sectors. She also noted that challenges in the education sector cannot be separated from the problems arising in the society, particularly in the economy and crises such as COVID-19. To mitigate the effects of this pandemic and other societal problems, the Department of Education has developed a learning continuity program with the help of various organizations and government agencies. Having this webinar on teaching grammar communicatively is a clear manifestation of DepEd's desire to continue delivering quality basic education despite the pandemic. It is part and parcel of the National English Proficiency Program of the department that aims to capacitate you, our dear school heads and teachers, as the key persons in the implementation of the curriculum in public elementary and secondary schools. For the school heads, your enhanced knowledge in teaching grammar communicatively will guide you in giving technical assistance to the teachers as far as the preparation and development of lessons is concerned. Likewise, for the teachers, the training will capacitate you in formulating a lesson plan that incorporates activities putting premium on students' communicative competence as they are engaged into different learning tasks. When one of the facilitators chatted me and informed me to deliver a message for this webinar, I asked him an executive summary of this activity. Upon receiving it, I noticed that he emphasized that tgcip, or Teaching Grammar Communicatively in the Philippines, is not a whole new approach to the pedagogical side of the teaching learning process, but a review and reinforcement to what has been previously learned by the teachers to align with the current trends and demand of the learners. With this innovative approach in teaching grammar, it is expected that learners will develop language competence that redounds to better performance learning engagement. With this end in mind, it is imperative for us to put premium to the acquisition of new knowledge in teaching grammar communicatively, thus ensuring the delivery of quality basic education to our Filipino learners in general and the Boholano learners in particular. Allow me to share a story to wrap up my virtual message to all of you, our dear school heads and teachers in virtual attendance. This story about love and excellence was posted in the internet in 2011 by an unknown author or writer. This is the story of Ruby. He was a young boy who lived with his her elderly mother. His mother wanted him to learn how to play the piano because she longed to hear her son play for her. She sent her son she sent her son to a piano teacher who took Ruby under her guidance. However, there was one small problem because Ruby was not musically inclined and therefore was very slow in learning. The teacher did not have much faith in the boy because of his weakness. However, the mother was very enthusiastic and every week she would send Ruby to the teacher. One day, Ruby stopped attending the piano lesson. The teacher thought that he had given up, and in fact, she was quite pleased since she did not give much hope to Ruby. Not long after, the piano teacher was given the task to organize a piano concert in town. She sent out circulars to invite the students and public to attend the event. Suddenly, she received a call from Ruby, who offered to take part in the concert. The teacher told Ruby that he was not good enough and that he was no longer a student since he had stopped coming for lessons. Ruby begged her to give him a chance and promised that he would not let her down. Finally, she gave in and she put him to play last, hoping that he will change his mind at the last minute. When the big day came, the hall was packed and the children gave their best performance. Finally, it was Ruby's turn to play, and as his name was announced, he walked in. He was not in proper attire, and his hair was not properly groomed. The teacher was really nervous since Ruby's performance could spoil the whole evening's brilliant performance. As Ruby started playing, the crowd became silent and was amazed at the skill of this little boy. In fact, he gave the best performance of the evening. At the end of his presentation, the crowd and the piano teacher gave him a standing ovation. The crowd asked Ruby how he managed to play so brilliantly. With a microphone in front of him, he said, "I was not able to attend the weekly piano lessons as there was no one to send me because my mother was sick with cancer. She just passed away this morning and I wanted her to hear me play. You see, this is the first time she is able to hear me play because when she was alive, she was deaf and now I know she is listening to me. I have to play my best for her." My dear school heads and participating teachers, this is indeed a touching story of love and excellence. When you have a passion and a reason to do something, you will surely excel. You may not be talented or gifted, but if you have a strong and enough reason to do something, you will be able to tap your inner God-given potential. Find the good in you. It's all around you. Find it, showcase it, and you will start believing in it. To all of us, have a blissful day. Solong edukalidad para sa bata, para sa bayan. In Deep Ed Bohol, we care for all. Be whole, Bohol.